What's going on, folks? Wits NFL. We are back for another one-take review. I know it's been a little while. We took a little hiatus. But here we are for a one-take review on the Dimitri Donskoi. This was the ship I started to grind, but I got to the shores and good God, that ship is just miserable. Didn't want to touch it again. And I wanted Chapayev, but I wanted the Donskoi more, so I boosted through that, wasted a bunch of GXP. Stupid, I know, but I did it. So here we are, Donskoi. What is the Donskoi about? Well, it's a light cruiser, which to me is a cross between the Chapayev, or what I have been on the receiving end of Chapayev with, and the Talon. This thing does have the exact same guns Talon has. It has four triple barrel 7-inch guns, the 180s, whatever they're called. Yeah, the 180s. So those are Talon guns. They reload a bit quicker than Talon at 9.7 as opposed to the 12 or whatever Talon has. And they also have a better fire chance too, at 17.5% with this build. So let's go over the ship a little bit, shall we? We're running a pretty standard cruiser build. Accuracy there, rudder shift, reload. And then of course all three of the modifications that you can get that are pure upgrades. For our loadout, we have unlimited damage cons, 3 sonars that have 4.4 kilometer detection of ships, 3.1 kilometer detection of torps. It lasts 96 seconds and reloads at 180. You get 3 of those with fully packed. Radar, we have 3 20-second radars that reach and detect ships at 11.7 kilometers. So much longer range than the American and the British. However, it is 10 seconds shorter. So personally, I prefer the American and British radar. But sometimes it's nice, to spot cruisers and smoke screens and whatnot. Get a nice little AP salvo on them. We have 3 heals, and I'll mention these heals are actually very good. They probably heal about a quarter of the ship's health. So it's pretty significant heals. You'll see what I mean, hopefully, in some of the gameplay. 43,400 hit points, 19% torp damage reduction, maximum of 210 millimeters of armor. We have 4x3 180 millimeters, again, 9.7 second reload. They fire out to 16.7 kilometers. With this build, they can go much further if you use beyond range, but I personally tried out Burn It Down XXL. I don't feel like I need the extra range, and I definitely noticed that extra HE chance, so this is the one damage build cruiser I don't use beyond range on. HE shell, we have a 20.7 degree 180, 20.7 second 180 degree turn time, pretty solid. 2,500 max HE shell damage, a little on the low end, but 17.5% fires is pretty toasty. We have a 4752 max AP shell damage, and we have 100mm secondaries that are good for absolutely nothing other than destroyer and cruiser superstructure. So, not really worth it, but they do have a 10.5% fire chance, again with this build because of the skills we picked. Torpedoes. We get the quintuple launchers on both sides, standard for the Russians, but this one actually has some range to it at 8 kilometers, so they're a little more useful than any of the other Russian torps. 1.1 kilometer detectability, so pretty sneaky. 14,400 damage, pretty weak on that, and 117 second reload time, and of course 55 knots, not fast. AA defense is 81 rated, pretty solid. 3.1. We've got some 25 mils that do 84 damage per second, firing out to 3.1 kilometers. We got some 45s that do 124 damage per second, firing out again to 3.5 kilometers. And we have the 100mm secondaries that do 117 damage per second, firing out to 5 kilometers. We have a 36 knot max speed, 970 turning circle, so that is pretty atrocious. That is a battleship, basically, turning circle. But the rudder shift is okay at 5.1. Detectability is horrible, 14 kilometers by sea, so that is battleship detectability. In fact, you're going to get outspotted by a lot of battleships these days in a cruiser. So keep that in mind. Armor. We are covered in 25 millimeters, meaning you cannot angle against anything, basically. Cruisers, that's it. We don't have an icebreaker. We have like a partial icebreaker, but personally, I don't know that it really does a whole lot. Other than preventing ships from just shooting straight through your bow, side plating into your citadel. I guess it prevents you from getting citadeled through the bow in some cases. But in any case, let's look at the belt. We have 100 millimeters at the bottom, so we can angle against everything if we are very steeply angled, and 25 millimeters up top, which means we can't angle against any battleships we're going to come across other than Odin and Brandenburg. I think that's it. And the deck is 27 millimeters, so really only useful against tier 7s at this point, and I have a feeling it'll probably only be useful for like 1 or 2 tier 8 battleships. So, other than that, pretty standard armor, you know. Similar to the Budyoni in a lot of ways, I would say. That's probably the best comparison I have for this ship, because Budyoni has great AP at tier 5 and great HE. So this thing is a Budyoni at tier 8, or a cross between Chapayev and Talon. So you get the best of everything. I will say, as far as the tech tree cruisers that I've played with so far, this is the best of them. I only have the Rune other than this, so I know not a whole lot to compare it by, but Rune's guns are better, I will say. However, this thing's armor and overall usability is better. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get to the gameplay. I'll do 1, maybe 2 games here. Similar to the rest of the Russian battleships, you get nuked if you go flat broadside. Or Russian cruisers, you get nuked if you go flat broadside. However, compared to the Rune, this thing gets punished a lot less. It's more fair, I would say. It's fair nukes. Run Shatter. Okay. So, this thing does not fire over island cover the best. I'll go ahead and say that. It's very flat trajectory shells. Respond right. Oh god, failed division Colorado. We're top tier. They have Udashi and a black. The only other tier 8 in this game is the Donskoi, so Donskoi versus Donskoi. This could be a good one. So, to fire over an island, honestly, you need such a perfect storm of, you know, it needs to be a very perfect island. Let's go ahead and launch some Torbs. Not likely to hit at all, honestly, but let's load some AP for this guy. So we're not going to go flat broadside. We're going to angle out. See, we cannot lob that island, whereas a lot of other cruisers would be able to. But, you know, that's partially how we end up with these nasty AP salvos. That's an okay angle, I'll take that shot. Donskoi's over here. You can see very accurate guns. And we got him pretty good. Do it again. I am running a full AP build as far as inspirations. I use, well, I think I use, no I don't. I use Von Effen and I use, Yamamoto. Got him for another 1,000. We're at 15,000 with AP already. And again, can't really lob the island there, so. See? But Maybe we can take some HE shots at this guy. Ooh, that could be bad. Let's HE, we're good. Already a fire. I can't really stay flat broadside here. Swap to AP. Now, the one thing about these 7-inch guns is they're not 203, so they don't pen 32 mils of armor. Why is that significant? That means you're not going to get any damage if you hit the deck of most battleships. You gotta get that superstructure. But, as we all know, with HE, it doesn't matter if you detonate or not, there's a fire chance, so... Because, balance. That Donskoi may have range on us. Take some shots at a Magi if we can. Oh, never mind. Black it is. I could radar this guy, but I don't know if it's the best use of radar or not. That's sonar. I may sonar. No, I may radar this guy. I think he's on damage con, so... Not still be spotted, should I? There we go. Now we're not spotted. And he is triple fired, so maximum fun. That's why I run Burnt Down XXL, because the fire chance on this thing with it is fantastic. Pop this in AP, because that Hipper may pop around the corner. Don't want to use the radar yet. Wander got our Fletcher. It's not good. Oh, hello, Black. Did 3,600 with HE there. I don't know what I spotted. Oh god. That could have been a lot worse. This HE can absolutely destroy destroyers. But it also gets weird penetrations at times, so sometimes you don't. No, that's not good. So a Magi was heading that way.
Команда противника получила преимущество.
Pop our radar. He's not going to outrun this radar. That is the nice thing about the Russian radar. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, this could be very, very bad. For both of us. And we get him for 10k there. Go ahead and pop our first heal. $6k. Oh boy. Not a good situation at all. This could be very, very bad. This is going to be very, very bad. Ah, he got us. Ran right into the island. Didn't get the destroyer either. That sucks. But, I mean, you saw the AP. Works really good. 92,000 damage, 2 citadels. Only 2 citadels, actually. That's surprising, because a lot of times you get some pretty nasty salvos. You can depth strike cruisers all day. You can slap battleships with this AP. You know, think of Tallinn, basically. So, I think that's a pretty fair showing of what this ship is. It is a great ship. It really is. I don't necessarily think there's anything that needs to be changed with it. I guess our team's just gonna run from the cap instead of defending it. Oh, it's because the Amagi and the Colorado are divved up. They failed divved. Yeah, that was smart. So, pretty solid ship. There's a lot to like about it. Man, that is quite a strategy right there. I hate teammates, dude. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call a review here. Like I said, I think that's a fair showing of the ship. It's what you can expect. You go broadside, you get nuked. You don't, you'll be fine, usually. The guns are gonna work. The HE is gonna work great. AP is gonna work great. The AP can work better than what I even showed, to be honest with you. But, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the review, be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Join the Discord, link for that's in the description, and I will catch you guys in the next one.